This is Fight Philosophy.
Hey guys, this is going to be a quick analysis of a fight that happened, I think it was this last weekend, versus Tyron Woodley and Darren Till. It's a really good example of aggression and gambling in fighting. When the fight started, Darren came out and began pressuring him right away. He wasn't necessarily throwing anything, but he began pressuring Tyron. He started taking away some space and a little bit more. Didn't really give Tyron a chance to get on his bicycle. When that started happening, Tyron had a choice. He could have continued to circle and kind of get in his groove, so to speak, or he could have attacked. This can sometimes be a really good gamble. If Tyron would have let him do it, that could have gained momentum for Darren, and he could have continued to sort of slowly set up the things that he wants to set up. I'm sure he's fought people like that before. That can be a hard thing to come back from, not just from the judge's perspective, but also from your own perspective, from your own mentality. It's a difficult thing to snap back from. So, intelligently, Tyron decided to attack. And he attacked viciously. He tried to get a couple punches, he tried to get a knee, tried to get a takedown, and the knee sort of worked, but the takedown did not work, and they broke them up. Now, from that point on, Tyron was faking and feinting, and every single one he did, Darren sort of wasn't sure if he was actually going to come in because of that first salvo. That first salvo made all the fakes that came after much more effective. Darren now has to gamble, and the gambling odds are much less because he's not quite sure when he's going to actually come in and what exactly is he going to move. Is he going to go away? Is he going to come at me? What's he going to do? And you can hear the announcer say, wow, Tyron's really starting a lot faster than he normally does. He's being much more aggressive. It's like, yeah, because he had to. Darren was pressuring him so much that he really didn't have a choice. And then in between rounds, you can hear Tyron's coach telling him, you're faking and feinting, and every single one he's reacting to.
Keep your activity level high. He's concerned with everything that you're doing. Every time you feint, he reacts to it. So come up high, and go back down low with a good shot, okay? But he's reacting to everything that you do, so you got to keep doing it.
Essentially what he's telling him there is that he is in control of that aspect of the fight. He's controlling Darren. In the second round, they came out, and Darren, for whatever reason, maybe because of the first round wasn't as exciting as he wanted it to be, or maybe he wanted to take a chance, he essentially gambled and lost. He decided to attack, and it wasn't necessarily the wrong thing to do. It was just a bad gamble, maybe. Tyron decided to not move away and attack at the exact same time, and he got it. Then the path to victory for Tyron was pretty quick after that. It was just a couple elbows and this and that, and then I think it was a Darce choke. And this is the risk you take when you be that aggressive, when you're that much pressuring. You're just forward momentum. You're trying to gain momentum through space. It can be a really good strategy that can pay off in long term and really mentally screw with the person that you're going with. But if they attack like this, it's much harder. And it's a hard thing to do, to realize what's happening and back off and say, maybe I'll take a minute off and I'm not going to pressure for a second and let him think I'm done doing it. Like he's successfully backed me off. Then I'll go back to it. I'll go back to it in like a minute. But that's a really hard thing to do in the middle of a fight. It's really difficult. Your awareness of what's happening has to be really strong. Tyron did a great job dealing with this type of aggression, and it's great to see at this high level. But that's just something to think about for you guys. The next time you're trying to be aggressive, you might force them to brawl. And then what are you going to do? You better be good at brawling or countering. Because if not, now you have someone who just thinks they have to attack you the second you get even close. Because if they don't, you're just going to be running at them. Just try and remember, you can change the odds by things that you do, but it's always gambling.